If you keep practicing the wrong way, will you become better or simply become better at doing it wrong? We often hear a phrase, perfection makes perfect, but I believe there is a truth, better truth behind. So the right practice makes you an improved practice alone will not make you perfect, but a right practice. So good evening, friends. Anthony here. Say next 2 to 3 minutes, I will talk to you about why success comes not from repeated practice alone, but from practicing the right way. Because the right practice drives improvement, while wrong practices only reinforces the mistakes which we keep doing it again and again. Imagine a person learning to play cricket. If his batting technique is wrong and he practices that same batting technique for 1,000 times, what happens? He doesn't become a perfect batsman or a great batsman. Rather, he simply becomes perfect at repeating that mistake. So that is why practice needs three things, my dear friends: the right method, feedback, and continuous improvement. Say for that you also require the right coach, and you have to have the right mentor in place. And if you have the right mentor, he will tell you and he will give you the right feedback, and that will be leading to the correctness, and you can practice again and become a better version of yours. Say about public speaking. I can stand in front of a mirror every day and speak for 30 minutes, but if I don't work on my structure, my tonality or voice modulation, my eye contact, my pauses, connecting with the audiences, my engagement, my practice may not improve my performances at all. So, the right practice means get the feedback, correct and correct yourself, and practice again. For that, the most important thing is you need the right mentor, right coach. And the right mentor and right coach, like our great public speaking coach, our Vishal Sarkar, someone like that, if you get, it will be a big blessing, for your lifetime. So a simple example, say I'm just picking up an athlete's example. They don't practice, they practice better. So they analyze their performances, they identify their weaknesses. So they also take coaching and make corrections and repeat. So whilst doing it, they become the perfect version of them and then become a great athletes. So the question we should ask here is, how many hours did I practice? Instead ask, what did I improve through my practice today? So, and let's remember, perfection is not the destination. Improvement is the journey. So if yesterday I was 5 and today if I become 6, that's a progress. And if I made mistakes yesterday, say 10 mistakes, and today I make only 8 or 7, so that is a progress. And I was afraid not to speak even. So today I stand up and speak today, so that is a great progress. So be intentional, know exactly what skills you want to improve, or what is that you want to learn and move. So do deliberate practices, focus on your weaknesses, seek feedback, and make corrections. You gain skill, confidence, and consistency by doing so. and ultimately it gives you the joy of satisfaction, and seeing yourself as an improved version of yesterday, it gives you ultimate pleasure. Let me conclude with this powerful thought. Perfection is not the destination, but improvement is the journey. So because wrong practice makes mistakes permanent, but the right practices makes improvement inevitable. Don't just practice more, practice right, improve daily, and become the better version of you as than you are yesterday. And on that note, thank you very much.